Hi comrades, yours Kayveeyes. Many comrades asked me to release the updated Venture book at the earliest further references. I am very happy to hear such words from our comrades, which I was expecting and even on today I am expecting. After my assumption at the central headquarters at Delhi, on 25/8/2007, I have released the Venture first edition. The first edition was released on 25/8/2007 with the intention that the trade unionists should possess the adequate departmental ruling knowledge so that they can very effectively place their argument before the officers. Almost 4,000 copies have been printed, almost all sold out. There was no pendency at that time. And subsequently, during the June 2010, the second edition of the Venture was released, and that too also printed to 5,000 copies. Almost all the copies were sold out, and it was having a tremendous response, not only by the union people but also from the officers also, and many were indented and got the book during that time. And subsequently, in 2013, a very enlarged edition has been published. Around 4,500 copies were printed out, and the Venture 2013 was penetrated to at all India level very effectively, and it was becoming a reference guide like Swami's. Thereafter, a demand has been placed by many of the comrades to update further, and accordingly, during 2017, two volumes of Venture released. The contents of the Venture were divided into two parts, and two parts were released during 2017, and which was also printed around 3,500 copies. But to my dismay and all my disappointment, more than 500 to 1,000 books have not been sold out, and that were kept idle at the central headquarters. Our General Secretary, Comrade R.N. Parasar, who was at that time, has also sarcastically commented, "This is the wastage of money at the central headquarters." And similarly, we released the handbook regularly right from 2007. All the handbooks were sold out actually. Even the first handbook released by the central headquarters, 13,500 copies were sold out. The last handbook, which was released during 2017, it was printed to the extent of some 4,000 or 5,000. But many books have not been sold out and that were kept pending. So Comrade Parasar has commented, "These are all the wastage of money and CHQ hereafter. There will be no need for any publication. That's why right from 2017, the handbook was not released, and Venture has also not been updated thereafter." For the benefit of the GDS employees also, we have released GDS Crusader, Pioneer, and GDS Referencer. So many books we have released. The first edition of the GDS Crusader, it was made in 2011, and 3,000 copies have been sold out at that time. The second edition was published during 2016. Even though it was printed 2000, there was a lackness, there was a lazy among the propagation, and likewise 1,000 books alone were sold out, and most of the books were kept at the central headquarters idle. These are all the reasons for the comment of the Secretary General at that time also. Perhaps, maybe, he may be correct also. But today, there were sea changes taken place in the GDS rules. The book released in 2016 became obsolete. It is not useful at this juncture. After the implementation of Accommodation Committee recommendations, almost all the orders have been changed and we have to update the GDS Crusader at this juncture. Similarly, lot of rules, various changes have taken place in the department rules also, and the venture have also to be updated, and a book has to be released. There is no second doubt about it. Even I am also ready, I am also willing to do the work very pleasurably and willingly, but at the same time, I should have a proper response. I am not having any organization at this juncture. I am an individual so far I am concerned at this juncture. If you want to update the venture, I will definitely do it within 3 or 4 months. You can have your updated venture, not 2 volumes, it will be in 3 volumes. Because more orders have been collected by me thereafter also. More orders are available, and it will be definitely a very great reference book, and no book can be compared with the book which we are going to release if you are extending your patronage. And similarly, the GDS also, all the orders issued by the department, that will also be incorporated, and a revised edition can be published at the earliest as possible, provided I am putting 2 conditions before you. There should be a minimum indent of 1500 books of venture on all the 3 volumes, and similarly 1000 books of the GDS Crusader. If I am getting such indent, definitely I will start the work, and it will be released as earliest as possible. You know very well, from the beginning, we are of the opinion that we want to penetrate the knowledge to the rank and file, and not money-minded, not anything. We are not commercially, we are doing this work. This we are doing as a part of a union and also a social work. It has to reach the hands of each and every postal employee as well as the GDS employee. So, the cost will be fixed as per the policy of no loss, no profit. It will be fixed like this only. Only the working expenditure and other only, it will be taken into consideration. So, if I could ascertain what is your indent for the venture, what is your indent for the GDS Crusader, then only I can proceed the work. If there is more welcoming from our comrades, from our divisional secretaries, branch secretaries, and collecting the number of copies required for them, if it crosses 1000, definitely I will start the compiling of the work at the earliest possible, and you can have the venture 5th edition on your hand within 3 or 4 months. I am expecting your cooperation. I am seeking your cooperation. If you are saying okay for this proposal, and if you are sending your proposal through WhatsApp messages to my phone number or through email ID which we have furnished herein also, definitely I will start the work. Can I expect your response, comrade? With this, I am concluding this small episode. Thank you very much. We will meet again.